Yeah, shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm starting. Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be recapping the conference or the second round and previewing the conference finals and also playing a little game at the end. So let's get right into it. Start off with the Western Conference with the 1-4 matchup, which just finished off in like dramatic fashion. The Mavs absolutely blew out the Suns. And yeah, what do you guys have to say on that series?
Sorry, you go first.
Yeah. So on my official bracket, I picked Suns in 7, but that was because that was before I was since we were unsure about Luka's injury. But I still had it going 7 because I expected him to come back at some point during that series. But in the chat, I was always saying I thought the Mavs were gonna beat the Suns because Luka was healthy, and Luka's way better than anyone else in the Suns. And Chris Paul played really bad this series. And Devin Booker wasn't great in the last game. He was horrible in the last game. Actually, the entire team was. But yeah, the Mavs deserve to make the conference finals. And I'll get into between them and the Warriors. But yeah, Mavs really deserve to make it. The Suns, kind of an L team. I think DeAndre Ayton is he restricted?
Yeah.
Oh, he's unrestricted this year.
It's not restricted.
What? He's unrestricted?
Yeah, he's gone.
It's because they didn't
probably going to Toronto.
They didn't give him the they didn't extend his contract, right? So he became unrestricted.
Yeah, so he's gone. Did they bench him or did he choose to sit?
He chose to sit. He said, "I don't want to play."
Okay, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I don't know where he's going.
I thought he was restricted. What the
He'd
fuck?
be nice with Dame.
Oh, I think he's restricted. He's restricted. My bad.
Yeah, okay, so I was right.
But here's here's the problem though. The Suns can't pay him. They cannot pay him.
Yeah, because if they had extended him, he would have been on their team, but they didn't.
Imagine, think about it. Think about it this way. If a team gives a $30 million contract, you think the Suns are going to match that? Hell no.
Portland Trailblazers.
I could see a team like Portland. I could see a team like Toronto. You mentioned
Toronto doesn't have the money, bro.
No, not 30 million. I'm not getting.
No, it would be like a sign and trade. I don't
Detroit.
Even know.
I could see Detroit doing it.
Why the fuck would DeAndre Ayton want to go to Detroit?
Okay, but he wants.
I don't know. Maybe he wants to be with Cade.
Why
he won't? No, he won't go to Detroit because Detroit's going to select a big with their first pick.
No, but
the lottery's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, the lottery's tomorrow. But they're going to get a top 3 pick.
Wait, do the Raptors have a pick? They don't have a pick. They don't.
We do.
Your pick went to Detroit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I thought we don't have a pick.
You got in the
Suns.
Darren, even if we had a pick, it would be like top
in the Dragic
25.
In the Dragic trade to the Spurs, your pick went to Detroit somehow.
Oh yeah.
And here's the thing, though. Okay, the Suns have all their money. The Suns have all their money tied into Booker, Paul, and Bridges, and they can't afford to pay Aiden at all because right now I'm looking at their salary cap chart. Right now they're over the luxury tax too, so they're not going to be able to afford Aiden at all. I think.
Bro, they shouldn't pay him, bro. He's not worth it.
No, he's not worth it.
Aiden's good, bro. He's a good player.
He would be
he was the only reason they beat the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals last year.
This series, he was absolute. He got the Rudy Gobert treatment this series, where he was just unplayable. He was only good when Chris Paul came was because he was getting spoon fed. He literally the decision to take Ayton number 1. I even said this at the time. We didn't do a podcast, but I said they should have taken Luka number 1. I thought Luka was the best player in the draft. Marvin Bagley, we don't even have to get to that motherfucker. But Ayton, yeah, I think he's gone. I don't even think they should pay him. And he doesn't even want to be there. So
the Suns are fucked without Ayton. They're fucked. They're not going to be a top 3 seed. Especially with Chris Paul getting older too. You're not LeBron James.
Their starting center next year is gonna be
JaVale McGee.
And you know that trade.
Nah, they'll definitely get somebody. They'll definitely get somebody. There's no way they
here's the thing that confuses me. Y'all remember during the trade deadline that the Suns traded Jalen Smith and someone else away for Aaron Holiday and Torrey Craig. That was one of the most stupidest trades I've ever seen. Because Jalen Smith, he's young and he can sort of play a stretch 5.
The thing about Jalen Smith is that they didn't have any space to play him.
Exactly. And now Aiden's gonna walk out the door, and now you need Jalen Smith, and he's just not there.
You didn't know that they were gonna lose in the first round back then.
Why
so, like,
didn't he want to play the game? Oh no, the game wasn't close. Never mind.
No, he
But
didn't want to
still,
play.
You don't give up on your
Jalen
team.
Smith reminds me of Miles Turner a lot. They're
He
on the
would-
same team.
That
That's
was just
really bad. No,
that
no,
was just
that-
comparison.
That's kind of an L though. Like, even though your team's getting blown out, you don't just sit out, dickhead.
That's what I'm.
Uh,
That's why I don't think they should pay. This was like an ultimate choke job by the Suns. I love Devin Booker. He was complete trash in Game 7. Chris Paul was trash the whole series. Ayton was also trash the whole series. And yeah, I mean, I don't think none of
How
this
do you-
falls on Monty Williams, but
How do you guys feel about Booker possibly getting a 4-year, $211 million extension?
They
He,
need
he,
to
I don't think
$53 million every year.
they have to give it to him because they're not a big market.
and they're not gonna get anyone else.
Yeah.
they have to give it to him, but I don't think he deserves it. To be
No,
honest.
no. He okay. Nobody in the league
53
deserves-
mil a
not
year.
No one,
Single person.
yeah, no one deserves that much money, but you have to
Yeah.
give it to him.
People are getting a lot of like LeBron's making like $30 million. Like
He's getting
And
that
the
money
the thing is, he will make an All NBA team too.
as he should.
Yeah, as he should. Yeah.
But-
I do want to get to Luca though. My God, man, like
third best player in the league.
he is right now.
He
putting on
could
a
go down
show.
as the greatest playoff performer ever if he wins rings.
His game sevens, dude. Like
Nah, if he
I don't
wins
get-
rings, I think he'll definitely be the greatest playoff performer
like
ever.
we've seen players like crumble under the stress of Game 7. Game 7 seemed to ignite Luca all of a sudden. Like
Yeah, he's crazy.
he just torches teams like all series long. He just and
Was that
you
his-
know what,
Was that his first
Suns-
Game 7?
No, it's
Oh,
No,
not
he
this
the
is
played against
third Game
Clipper.
7.
fourth. It
twice.
was his fourth.
Fourth. What do you mean fourth?
His
How?
fourth Game 7 because like the stat was in 3 Game 7s he averaged 39 points. I clearly remember it was 3 Game 7s, so he's played 3 before.
No, what?
He
He's-
played one against the
dude,
Clippers.
He's
and
only
that was
played
it.
one against the Clippers and one right now against Phoenix. 2.
Weekend or something.
No,
What?
but
Really?
Maybe in like Europe.
Wait, didn't that Clipper series go to 6, or was that last
The
year?
first-
no,
that
the
was the
first
first
one
time,
in the bubble
2020.
went to 6.
Oh, okay.
Last year,
Went
last
6
year went
I
to
don't
7.
think.
He had like 46 points or something that game.
All I'm gonna say about Luca is that the Clippers have been hiding what this guy can become.
That's what
bro.
that's what I literally said, bro. I said the Clippers have been protecting the league from Luca.
And
I think
whoever's in the West should enjoy this this year because the Clippers are about to run through it next year. The West is so
Yes,
weak.
bro.
When,
Clippers are
when
gonna fucking-
Kawhi and Paul George get healthy, bro, I can't see a single team in the West stopping them. Like,
Bro, when
I agree.
when LeBron and AD get healthy, bro, I can't see another team messing with them.
yeah, but you see,
Like-
80's just never healthy.
It's not even that. AD's better than Kawhi when he's healthy. That ass.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness.
here it
That's
comes,
wild.
bro. Kawhi's the
I think-
Wild.
It's not even that. It's not even a wild take. Like
That's wild. That's very wild.
Suos
Give me
is definitely
Steph
gonna
and
give him
give me Steph and Clay.
no, I don't
over
agree, bro.
LeBron and AD.
Luca. Did you say Stephen Clay over LeBron and AD?
I said
Yeah.
Give me
no,
Steph and Clay over LeBron and AD. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the. Okay, that's like abysmal. That is
Kawhi,
horrible.
Kawhi's the Luca stopper.
Kawhi's a
He's not.
everybody
No, he
stopper.
didn't. He didn't stop Luca. He just had no one
Bro,
else.
No, when Kawhi guarded Luca that series last year, the one where he averaged like 40 points a game, Luca was like 4 of 19 or something.
Luca was 4 of 13 from 3 and 9 of 24 from the field.
The
Yeah,
thing is,
like,
the
bro.
thing is, the Clippers just kept switching, and they
Yeah,
kept
that's
getting a wrong.
Because Kawhi
matchup.
Kawhi couldn't stay on him because he would just get screened every time. But the
Oh,
times
really?
that he did, he locked him up.
But I want to give
It's elimination games. It wasn't Game 7. It was his stats in elimination games. That's what it was. So like in
Yeah.
Game 6, yeah. Okay, so he's at 3, yeah. Game 6 against. the
Wait, no,
Clippers.
but he hasn't had. Wait, actually, has he?
Yeah, he's had 3. Oh wait, what?
Wait,
no
he hasn't.
elimination games. Are,
Actually, yeah, because he played it. The Game 6 for Phoenix was also elimination. Game 6 and 7 for Phoenix, and then Game 7 with the Clippers,
And Game 6.
and then
then
Game
Game
6,
six,
Game
Game
6, Game 6 with the Clippers in 2020. Those are the 4.
The Clippers also made Luca better because they like gave him experience. Like now he's like a vet. He's a 23-year-old, like fully vet. And I guess that happened in Europe too, but like now even more so. I think
All
Luca's
that-
the third best player in the league.
I want to say that Jason Kidd deserves a lot of credit because the Mavericks defense last year was terrible, and he's turned
Oh,
the
it's
defense.
so much better this year. It's unreal.
And it's not like,
Dorian Finney-Smith. Nobody gives him.
He's so
credit.
good.
He is
He's
a
so good.
monster. In the
but the thing,
defense.
he was on the team last year too, but somehow their defense has just gotten better. Like
You
I don't
think-
think
It's the scheming, bro.
Maybe like
It's the
KP getting
scheming.
traded. Like I don't know what to say.
no,
Awesome.
it's definitely the scheming. They've gotten a lot
It
smaller.
is,
Do you
I know.
think the Lakers defense
Also,
was-
Bullock is a better defender than than like their other. Who was it? Tim Hardaway who started.
Hardaway hasn't even played this. He
I
isn't
think
playing.
is he injured or is he
He's
just being
done for the
DNP'd?
season.
Out
Wait,
for the
this one-
season, yeah.
Who's
Okay.
this post? The post like who would you rather build a team around, Luca, Tatum, or Ja? It's definitely Luca. If I'm close.
Oh yeah, Luka.
But then it's Tatum. Jaws like kind of shit. What was I gonna say? I completely forgot. Oh yeah. Do you think the Lakers, the reason why they were like the best defensive team for like 2 years in a row is because of Kidd and not Vogel?
No, but Vogel's also a defensive coach.
Yeah, well, like it really showed this year with his amazing. I mean, it's not
Name
like, completely
name me like 3 defenders you had on this team
It's like okay, Anthony Davis.
who've played like 2 games.
Okay, who the fuck was on this team, bro? Trevor Ariza, the GOAT LeBron James, Taylor Horn Tucker.
Team in 2020 had defenders, bro. You didn't
I
have
know.
shit.
Yeah,
You lost Caruso and all of them.
I don't and KCP. I don't remember what I don't know what Robbie P was thinking, bro. Kind of an L off season. It was actually a really good off season, but like it's like we needed
Russell
defense.
Westbrook is staying.
Oh, you're talking about, I'm talking about last off season. No, this off season is gonna be like a movie, bro. Like watch it, like literal my league. Robbie P's gonna play the league. If not, I'm not gonna be a Lakers fan anymore. Like it's too much stress. Defending this team is actually so AIDS. Like
All right,
it's
bro.
just,
No
like,
one cares about the Lakers.
constant bullying.
Moving on to the next series, we have the Mavs opponent, Warriors versus Grizzlies. Let's start off with the Grizzlies fan. What did you think about this series?
I'm not a fucking Grizzlies fan. I just don't like the Warriors, so I picked the Grizzlies. Listen, okay, I get it. Some people think the Grizzlies are better without Ja, and I guess the stats in a way do back that up. But the fact of the matter is, they didn't have their best player, and the series went 6. Okay, I don't care if they're better without him. Okay, or that's what you think. Okay, is it called the Ewing effect? I don't care. They didn't have their best player, and Ja was like doing really well in these playoffs, and it went 6. The reason why I pick against the Warriors is because I want them to lose. It's more of a bias thing, but I still think they're going to lose to Dallas, which we'll get into. But Grizzlies next season, I feel like this was their like only chance to actually be a contender. I don't think next year. Honestly, I think it was kind of a fluke year. So I don't think they're going to be the 3 seed. Were they 2 seed? No, they were 3 seed.
2 seed.
They were the 2. Yeah, that's not happening. Even though the West is shit, like Memphis is going to be a top 4 or 5 seed. So
the thing about Memphis is that they're so young, so it's not like this year
was
like,
their golden chance. So like you had like
not really, bro. They already exceeded expectations by being the 2 seed.
But the West,
I don't think nobody thought they were going to win the championship.
The West is going to get stronger too.
But didn't Skip Bayless say that he had the Grizzlies making the conference or the finals
against the Heat?
Grizzlies making the finals, yeah.
Against the Heat. Yeah, no,
Arjen probably would have had it too if they won against the Warriors.
No, I expected them to. I picked up to win against the Warriors. I still would have had the Suns and the Mavs over them.
Okay,
but I said the top 3 teams were Suns or like Suns, Mavs 1, 2, and then
I've been saying Warriors going to the finals.
They're not going to the finals.
I have 2 David. Yeah,
we'll get to it. I had the Suns going to the finals. I fucking took a big L on that, but
I did too.
But the Warriors, they took care of business at home after getting. They got they were losing by 55 at one point. Like that was crazy. But like I said, man, the Grizzlies, I didn't expect them to win this series. I thought they made it pretty competitive. They even had positions. I don't know what game it was where what was the game in Golden State where Desmond Bain had a layup and they called it offensive foul. They could have won that game.
I think it was game 2.
No, it was game 4. Game 4.
Okay, Desmond Bain choked that series. He had one good game.
Desmond Bain played really bad that series.
I remember game 1.
He only had one good game.
Game 1, they won on the Klay Thompson 3.
Okay, yeah. I think that was game 4, but the Grizzlies, I think they'll be back in the mix.
They'll be like a mid playoffs, like 5.
I think if the pick is top 10, if the Lakers pick is top 10, I'm pretty sure that goes to the Grizzlies. Or if it's it's either like top 10 goes to the Grizzlies or the Pelicans, and then the other one goes to the Pelicans.
It's the Pelicans.
Okay, so if the Lakers pick is top 10, that goes to the Pelicans. If it's not, it goes to the Grizzlies. So.
If the Pelicans get another young talent, that's gonna be crazy.
My goodness, bro.
But yeah, Dylan Brooks, bro. I know he had 30, bro, but his shot selection is terrible, bro. Dylan Brooks,
I've been saying that he's been mad overrated, even when everybody rated him.
I never rated him though, but Yeah, Dylan Brooks. I think he got to go. Kyle Anderson's a free agent. He's probably gonna go. I
Where do you
thought
guys
they.
see Kyle Anderson going though? I don't see any team that fits him. Maybe like
But honestly, man, the
Portland.
Lakers.
Plus, I think the
The
Grizzlies actually
Lakers.
re-signed Dylan Brooks back. I'm not going to be surprised.
He's not a free agent, but I'm just saying they should trade him.
I can see like Kyle Anderson, like Portland or something.
I could see him going to the. Actually,
the Lakers,
The Lakers. Nobody wants to go to LA, bro.
except for
By
you know,
LA, I mean the
LeBron,
Lakers.
AD, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
back
Russell
to
Shitbrook.
back to the Spurs probably, but Warriors took care of business. I do think they're gonna beat the Mavericks. I actually think the Mavericks are an easier matchup for them than the Suns would have been, which is kind of sad. But
I'll tell you why I don't agree once you finish.
I don't know, man. I just think that the Warriors. Well, I think Gary Payton is coming back. By the way, in the
No,
series.
he's done for the season.
No, they said
No, they
that
said he can come back.
he's there. Yeah, they said that they're trying to get him back for the series.
They said it was an 8-week injury.
Well, 8 weeks went by pretty fast, didn't it?
No, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks. Because what was it? Oh, it was a fractured elbow, right? Yeah. But I think
Doubt he comes back.
we'll see. I think they're definitely gonna take precaution. Kevin Looney deserves a ton of credit for that last game, bro.
Bro, he was like Dennis Rodman, bro.
getting every rebound.
22 rebounds. That's crazy.
Yeah, he
I
was
literally
getting.
Bro,
thought I was
Giannis,
watching
Giannis
Dennis
had 20 rebounds yesterday, dog. Like, cool it.
Giannis always gets bored. Like I'm pretty sure in this series he had like multiple games.
He,
where
yeah, he has
like,
multiple 20 rebound games.
multiple 20. I thought it was like 18 or something. Damn.
No, he had 20 twice, I think.
That's
Yeah, he had
crazy.
20 back-to-back games, and he had 18 once.
Yeah, but Kevin Looney had 22. So
But is Kevin Looney dropping 40 points a game? Like, I didn't think so.
he was the reason they won, bro.
Yeah. No, he was. But I want to get the Steph and Clay for. I want to get the Clay for a second.
Clay's ass.
Sometimes he just doesn't look like he's in the right mindset. Like he has games where he's on and then he has games where he's off. Obviously, maybe we can attribute that to the injuries, but I have a feeling that the Warriors, they're going to get to a point where Clay is going to shoot them out of some of these games.
It's already happening.
Yeah, he already has.
It already happened, and it's going to cost them big time in some of these games because teams like the Mavericks, the Heat, the Celtics, they will make you pay for missing shots. And Clay could shoot them out of a game very easily, and he might shoot them out of a series, and it just might cost them a championship just because of how bad his shot selection has been. But the Warriors, I thought were going to win this series from the start. I had them in 6, got it exactly right. And it's going to be an interesting series with the Mavericks. But we'll get to that later. We can move on to the Eastern Conference, unless David has something else to say.
No, there's nothing
Nah,
to
you
say.
guys like covered it all.
Oh, but we got to predict who's going to win the Warriors Mavs series.
Oh, okay, we'll just do that.
Warriors.
All right, so here, I'll go first quickly. So the reason I disagree with Suhas in terms of matchup, because if two teams are like evenly matched, so I can't just like bring up like a shitty team that has a really good player. If two teams are evenly matched, the team that has the better player or like the superstar is gonna be the worst matchup. If like the two teams are like evenly matched, like
Are
the
they
Mavs
evenly matched though?
I'm talking about Mavs and Suns. I'm talking about Mavs and Suns.
Oh,
So the better matchup, or sorry, the worst, like the harder matchup would be the team that has the better player, in my opinion. And Luka is like way better than Devin Booker, and Luka is better than Steph Curry, and Luka is better than anyone else in the Warriors. So that's why I think they're not going to stop Luka. I don't care if, and I've said Andrew Wiggins is a good defender. He's not guarding Luka. There's no way they're putting Draymond on Luka.
I have a feeling they'll put Draymond on him.
Yeah,
No,
I
but-
actually agree with David.
Yeah,
No,
I
but-
think they'll put Draymond on
He's
Luka and
getting
then have,
cooked.
Wait,
and
what?
they're gonna put Wiggins on Finney Smith.
But what I'm saying is that the thing about the Mavericks is that if you make sure that you contain the shooters and just let Luka go for 40, they're still not going to win the series because he doesn't
That's
have
what
help.
Clippers did. That's what Clippers would do.
No, but it's different now because they have other shot creators. Like
No,
Jalen
but
Brunson,
all
Jalen
you have to,
shot creators.
yeah, but all you have to do is because when Luka drives and kicks, all you have to do is stick tight to whoever he's kicking to. So let him drive and take how many ever points he wants to.
Brunson and Dinwiddie are basically two new players. Like I know Brunson's been there, but he's like a different player now. They didn't have another playmaker, another guy who can create their own shot, and they have two now. Like I said the Mavs won the trade like the second it happened.
That's
know,
not they're not on the level. Dinwiddie had a good game 7, but he's very inconsistent.
I know, but no, Brunson's like really good. I take Brunson over Clay at this point.
No.
I actually would too.
As an overall player, yeah, but I think Clay fits the Warriors more.
Yeah, obviously he fits the well. No, we were always saying that the Mavs need another playmaker, like a secondary playmaker, a guy who can take the ball out of Luka's hands, and Brunson's literally been that. So like he fits beside Luka really well, and they're doing this without a proper big. Like their bigs are shooters, and it's good because Kleba is leading the playoffs in 3-point percentage. So like the Warriors are gonna have to.
I don't think Cleveland even starts.
He
No,
doesn't.
he does. He comes off the bench. Dwight Powell.
He subs in 4 minutes, like after 4 minutes, and at the 8-minute mark, Cleveland comes in. Like the Warriors, if Draymond's on Luka, like he's getting absolutely. That's gonna be really stupid if they play Draymond on Luka. There's no way they're gonna put him on Luka.
I have a feeling that Wiggins
Luka's
is gonna get time.
It doesn't matter if he's fast. He'll kill Draymond. He will murder Draymond.
Wiggins is going to get time, but the majority of the time it's going to be Draymond.
There's no way it's going to be. That's going to
It's
be.
going to be It's going to be Draymond. The Steve Kerr knows this. He's going to throw Draymond Green.
I think you need to have Draymond
Luka.
as a. I think you need to have
Secondary
Draymond
defender.
as a help defender.
Yeah, you can't put him on Luka.
So if Luka gets hot, he can come out and play the percentage game. And if I don't know, if some guy who's not that high percent of a shooter is in the corner, he'll hop off of him. And maybe just dare him to shoot or something. But
That's the thing. The lineups the Mavs play, all 4 guys can shoot other than Luka. Like they play their center's a shooter.
The thing about that lineup is that, dog, the Grizzlies were the second like highest rebounding team, and Kevon Looney ate them up. And the Mavericks don't even have the size that the Grizzlies have. So if they play that small lineup, they're getting killed on the glass.
Yeah, but they're 3-pointers. They're better at threes than the Warriors if they play that lineup. Because
Are we sure that the Warriors have the greatest shooter of all time?
But the Mavs have like I think 3 of the top 5 leading playoff 3-point percentage shooting. Like,
Death lineup, the Warriors like death lineup.
fuck the death lineup, bro.
The PTSD lineup is better than
The PTSD has 2 guys who are very inconsistent. Like they'll have like Poole and Thompson, bro.
Clay is not that inconsistent.
Yes, go look at stats. Go look at stats.
He shoots high volume.
I'm taking Jordan Poole over Jalen Brunson, by the way.
Absolutely.
I
not.
am too.
Okay,
I
yeah.
am too.
Jordan Poole had 12 points on 4 of 15, then 3 points on 1 of 6, 14 points on 4 of 12. He had what game is this? Game 3, he was good. The first 3 games he was good, and the last 3 games he was horrible.
Yeah, but Jalen Brunson wasn't the best in that Suns series in the first 3 games. He turned up in the last 3. Jalen Brunson averaged 28 against the Jazz, but against
in the
the
first
Suns,
series, he basically carried by himself until
yeah, because Luka wasn't there, dog.
No, Clay's really inconsistent. 15, 6 of 19 shooting, 12 points, 5 of 19 shooting, 21 points, 8 of 13.
Series what Jordan Poole did without Steph Curry.
4 to 30-point game. Huh?
Did you see what Jordan Poole did without Steph Curry in the first series?
Yeah, but now Steph is here, and also Steph isn't the most consistent superstar either.
Oh no, I'm still taking the Warriors in 6.
Look,
So
this is going to be a very good series, but I still think Steph and Clay, the continuity of the Warriors is just going to be too much for Luka.
They're championship proven.
why are you saying
Yeah,
Clay?
I was about to say the Mavs aren't championship proven. Even though Luka plays like a vet, he's the only one who seems like he actually has that.
They have as much credit as I gave kid. He's a rookie head coach. They're not inexperienced team in the playoffs. The Warriors are literally like they've won the championship 3 times with like 3 of the same like core players, and 4 actually. Looney was there, but I think they're gonna win this in 6.
I think they win in 7.
Dude, why do you keep saying Curry and Clay? Clay isn't their second best player. Clay isn't even their third best player.
Draymond's their second best player.
And then Poole's better than Clay.
No, Poole's not better than Clay.
Yes, he is.
You
Poole's
guys are
better.
stupid. He's not. You'll
Poole's
see.
definitely better than Clay.
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, I'll see. No, because Poole won't shoot you out of the game like Clay can. Like Poole can miss, right? He can be inconsistent. He won't take because he doesn't have that like. What's the word? Like you can't bench Clay. You can bench Poole.
No, but
Like-
the thing about Clay is that even if he's missing shots, him on the court just opens up so much for the
But
offense.
also Poole's playmaking is pretty nice. Like he can play make.
All right, so Darian has Mavs. Suhas, I, and
Mavs
David have.
is, I like Mavs. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. I'll say Mavs in Mavs in 6.
The
I don't
rest of
know
us have Warriors.
I don't know if I have Warriors in 6 or 7 on the actual bracket. I think I put Warriors in 7, but I don't know. It's either 6 or 7.
I have Warriors in 7.
I got them in 6. But yeah, it'll be a fun series. I think that starts on Wednesday. But the series, well, we got to talk about the series for the East. let's start off with Celtics Bucks because that just literally wrapped up. Crazy, bro. Both these game sevens were kind of blowouts at the end. I thought they were going to be close, but well, in the first half it was close, but the Celtics kind of ran away with it. That boy Grant Williams, bro, he absolutely went off. The thing about the Bucks, bro, I've been saying it. These dudes leave people open for fun, and them losing PJ Tucker is like such a big thing that they never managed to fill because then they had to play Brook. They had to play Brook, and he was too slow to guard the 3-point shooters, so he was just sitting in the paint, and then everyone was wide
Oh
open.
my god, don't get me started.
So yeah, like the Bucks. I mean, they fought hard. I will give them credit. Like I do like to troll the Bucks because I don't like them, but like they did fight hard without Middleton, and who knows, they might have won this series with Middleton. But the Celtics are deserving for sure. They played amazingly. I thought the Celtics should have won Game 5. Like I thought they'd let that slip away, with that the 2 turnovers and stuff. But yeah, Jason Tatum turned up at the end. We'll see what Darian has to say about that. But yeah, the Celtics win the series.
When you needed your superstars to show up, Game 6, back against the wall, career-defining game, Darian. And I know every single 3-pointer that he shot and nailed, Darian was just.
I wasn't watching the game.
Yes, you were. You were pissed.
I didn't watch
You were
Game 6.
pissed. You were pissed that Tatum was draining his nuts in your
I didn't watch.
face.
Okay, that's kind of
Okay.
gay. I wasn't
You were
watching Game 6.
pissed. You were
Pause,
pissed.
I wasn't
Anyways.
pissed, bro. I don't like prey on the kid's downfall. It's just you over.
Even in Game 7,
Okay.
You call me.
Anyway, I honestly,
even in Game
Huh?
7, he hit like 5 threes in a row.
he hit his first 5 threes, yeah. But look, I was very mad after Game 5. Like I was very, very mad. I was so mad at Grant Williams because he blew the game away with his terrible turnovers, and he was just getting bullied by Young. You know what? He redeemed himself. I would say I was very nervous. So I've never been this nervous to watch Game 6. I was so scared that it was going to be the end of the Celtics season, but Tatum came in clutch, and then Grant Williams, who a name I thought I'd never say, came in clutch.
Bro, I just want to say something. Grant Williams taking 17 threes is
18
absurd.
18
18 threes is absolutely absurd.
It's absurd, but it just goes to it just goes to show the Bucks scheme
That's
is so
That's exactly what I was
flawed.
saying. How can the Bucks allow a player like Grant Williams, who's known for making open threes?
Dude, he's
Shoot
40%.
18 times.
Guys, what do you mean the Bucks? All right, we all know whose fault this was. It was Brook Lopez. Actually, no, it's not even Brook
Okay,
Lopez.
so
It's Mike
Budenholzer bench him.
Budenholzer. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck this guy doesn't have Bobby Portis in. Brook Lopez had a good first half, right? Like the end of the first half was horrible, so it was all I went down. They put this idiot in. He doesn't score. He doesn't defend. He leaves Grant Williams open for like everything. They put him Derek White. Derek White hits like his only point of the game. This guy's like 0 of 15 for the game. The second Brook Lopez goes on him, he hits a 3. Like play Bobby Portis. He's better on offense. He's better on defense because he can actually fucking move. Like why? And then at some point, for some reason, Budenholzer thought it'd be a good idea to play Portis, Lopez, and Giannis all on the same lineup. Like
That was the start. That was the starting lineup to start Game 1, right? And Game 2.
He wanted to control the glass. That's why he played him. But okay, but my thing is that
you're down 20.
My thing is not Brook Lopez. My thing is, why is George Hill playing? Please, like, can someone tell me why is George Hill getting any minutes?
He's your backup point guard. Who the fuck do you want playing backup point guard?
Tatum was hunting George.
Javon is a better defender, like by a lot.
Bro, Tatum was getting strapped by Wesley Matthews for half the series. Okay, I don't
know. No, that's cap. He was only getting strapped Game 3. Okay.
Yeah,
all the other games,
Tatum
abused Wesley.
Yeah, really? Because in the first 5 games of the series, Tatum shot 38% from the field. So tell me, was that on his own? Was that like?
Yes, it was. He was missing wide open shots.
Right, what kind of superstar shoots 38% in the first 5 games? He's not a superstar.
Okay, you know what? He may have shot 38% from games 1 through Game 5. When it mattered the most in Game 6 and 7, he showed up.
Okay,
unlike
so
some other superstars in the league at 6 and 7.
I thought you were gonna say Giannis. I was about to knock the shit out of you.
Oh, listen, no, Giannis, dude. I actually respect Giannis. Okay, dude actually showed up, and the rest of his team
Yeah,
Literally
no
sacked the
shit. His team sucked, and his closer was gone. Giannis can't close, bro. Giannis is the best player in the NBA. Like,
He
because
is. I actually agree with that statement.
The
He's the
defending
best
champs,
player.
the defending champs going out sad. The other finals going out sad. But apparently 2020 was a fluke.
no, 2021 wasn't a fluke. It was just the bubble guppy heat.
But
And the
the
bubble
Lakers,
guppy
the Lakers
Lakers.
literally missed the playoffs, dog.
No, the year after the bubble, the Lakers went to the playoff and 80 got
My
injured. Bro.
goodness.
We were up 2-1. We were up
Anyways.
2-1, and
Bro,
80
keep-
got hurt.
Anyways,
You can you stop saying AD got injured like that's not gonna happen again?
You were up 2-1, dick. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. Listen, idiots.
You have an injury prone player, bro. That's not
a
anyone else's fault.
single soul said the Celtics making the conference finals in the bubble was like a fluke. I never said that, not once. Okay, nobody's ever said that. It's just the Heat, bro. Because listen, the Heat have had a cakewalk so far to the conference finals. Now they're actually playing a real team. Okay, who they play? I forgot who the fuck did they play in the first round? The Hawks. The Hawks without. Was it Clint Capella was out for like the first few games? Like that's sad, bro. And then you played the Sixers.
Capella
without
sucks.
Joel
Clint
Embiid.
Capella is literally bad, bro. He sucks.
And then you played the Sixers without Joel Embiid, okay, for the first 2 games, okay. And now you're playing an actual
Joel
team.
Embiid had a chance to win the game in game 5 and 6. He didn't. Whose
Bro,
fault is
no
that?
one nobody.
That's
expected
what
the
you
Sixers
get.
to
That's
win.
what you get for being the 1 seed, bro. Don't be mad at us. We can only play who we play.
Listen, you.
We were the best
team.
team. We were the best team in the league. I mean, in the East for the whole season.
you
So
don't
we
want
get
to
to.
transition to that series then? Suas, you get the floor.
There's nothing for me to say, bro. Like we kind of just abused them. I mean, like it wasn't like anything for me to say.
Two, half your wins were without Embiid, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying we
That series should not have gone 6. That's like it's embarrassing that you went 6 with the Sixers without Embiid for 2 of the games. You know it. You know this fucking Heat should have done better. The series should not have gone 6.
No, I actually don't really care, bro. We won the series. I don't really
Bro,
care.
I picked the Heat in 5 with Embiid playing all 5 games.
So
but, like-
so you're saying the Celtics series shouldn't have gone 7 because they didn't have Middleton?
That's different because the Bucks are actually a good team. I picked the Bucks to win the championship, so I expected them to be able to.
You said the
So-
Sixers were the second best team in the East, by the way, after the
That was
James
before
Harden.
the playoffs. Okay, James Harden absolutely sold. Like it's not my fault.
And who called it?
Many people, including you.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear shit.
Also, Giannis is the best player in the world. Joel Embiid's not the best player in the world.
I never
also-
said Joel Embiid is the best player, bro.
I know. I'm just like giving you.
Jokic.
And Drew Hall. No, Giannis is better.
Jokic is
Drew Hol-
clear of
Jokic
Joel
is second.
Jokic is literally the
you
best
said Joel
ever.
Embiid. Did you say best ever? Did you say Jokic is the best ever?
I said he's the best in the league, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Like-
actually on Darius's side for this. I think Giannis is the best in the league.
Yeah, Jokic
Right
is
now-
second, and then Luka's third. 3 international players have top 3. That's pretty sick, actually.
I
And
think Kawhi's better than Luka.
No, we can't really say that, can we? Because one of them
Depending
in
on
the
if he
conference
comes back same as he was before, then yeah, I agree. But I can't
Okay,
say that
so-
because he tore his ACL. So.
on the Clippers. Okay, on the Clippers, so has not been to the conference finals. Kawhi himself, like he hasn't played in the conference finals. Luka's in the conference finals. Like you tell me who's better? Because Kawhi needed the Raptors. He needed the Raptors to win a championship. Like,
Yeah,
let's be honest.
it's just not like he didn't win a championship with the Spurs in the finals.
Yeah, like 15 years ago.
Talking about, bro.
Listen, the best top 3 are international players. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 6, 7 are American players.
All right, okay, this is off topic, but like for the Heat Sixers series, I just like the fact that we're starting 2 guys who were undrafted, didn't play last season in our backcourt. Bro, I love Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. Bro, the Heat's development team is like crazy, bro. Like,
No,
like,
not really. Not as good as the Raptors, but like you can continue.
no one gives a shit about the Raptors. They lost in the first round, but the Heat and
Tell me
the
one of them
Heat's
gets a finals
development-
like that.
What'd you say?
Yo,
I said,
wait,
tell
wait,
me
wait.
one of them gets a finals MVP
I have a
vote.
question for everybody. Who do you guys think wins the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Western Conference Finals MVP?
So it's gonna be the best player on the winning team.
And who do you guys think that is?
Well, okay, well I have the Mavs winning, so Luca, and then once we get into the predictions of this, I'll tell you who it's gonna be.
But yeah, I think
Tatum or Jimmy.
I think that the it could be 2 more as well. It could be Braun or Bam.
That's
But
what I was saying. Bro.
I think that
No. Brown.
but yeah, I liked how the Heat's game plan is always to take the head of the snake away from the offense, and we strapped James Harden, we strapped Trae Young, we strapped Joel Embiid for the games he played. And yeah, it was Danny Green had his career high
And
for
then
them
towards ACL.
to beat us.
Is
And
this
I don't,
is ACL torn now? Or
Yeah.
yeah, he tore his
he
It's
ACL.
announced it? Yeah.
You know the sad thing is his contract next year is non-guaranteed.
Non-guaranteed. Yeah, no, I saw that.
That's
enough
that,
money.
that's
His
literally
career's probably.
that's literally Joel's fault for falling on him.
Yeah, bro,
Um,
Joel's so clumsy. He always falls like that. Always. You know why?
He's
You
always
He
know why he
always
falls like
flopping.
that?
flops, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because he flops. That's why he falls like that. Trying to get fouls and he injures his teammates. Fucking stupid ass guy, bro.
Stupid ass, fucking goofy ass center. Fourth
Alright.
best.
Dude, Joel Embiid frustrates me sometimes
Dwight Howard is
because
Okay.
I don't know what it is with him. Like we get it, he can score, but there's absolutely no reason to flop all the goddamn
Can he
time and
score,
act like
though?
act
Can
like
he
a
score?
free throw merchant.
I'm wondering, can he really score? Because from what I saw,
he was a scoring leader.
Yeah, he goes to the free throw line. Every single trip down the floor is at the free throw line.
Scoring, bro. I'm not a Embiid fan, but that's part of scoring. Harden was doing that too. No one said shit. So
That's very true.
It's different when a fucking big man's doing it.
no, it's not. If anything, big men get fouled more because they get more contact down low.
Well,
The only
Harden was
difference
like
is that
creating the
the only
contact.
difference is that Embiid's in the MVP conversation. That's why.
Harden was also in the MVP
No,
conversation.
Harden won
And
MVP.
when he was in the MVP conversation, people did talk about him doing his free throws.
Not as much as
Right now,
Embiid, bro.
because
Embiid's worse.
Embiid was not at fault for this series. He was playing through like 10 injuries.
No, nobody's blaming. I mean, he cried like a little
You
kid.
guys
I
think
don't
I
he's
think-
gonna
think
play right away at the beginning
I
of
think
the
we
season?
can all agree on saying James Harden deserves the most blame for this series.
No, I think Doc Rivers does because he sucks.
Oh, what?
Actually, no,
Okay,
James Harden
how
was
in the
not.
world? How in the world is it Doc's fault that
It's
the
not.
guy
James
you
Harden's shit.
traded for shot 2 times?
Wait,
in the
yeah.
second half.
Well, I'm gonna just interject because I watched this whole series. James Harden is completely at fault, not Doc Rivers. Like Doc Rivers is not the best coach, obviously. Like starting DeAndre Jordan in games 1 and 2 lost him the game, but in games 3 through 6, like apart from game 4, actually in the whole series, bro, James Harden was absolute buns. In game 6, he shot 2 times in the second half, and his excuse was that the ball didn't come back to him. Like that's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
Guys, can we not address him as Doc Rivers, but instead as the future Lakers coach?
Bro, if the Lakers actually get Doc Rivers, I would shit my pants.
I'll be a Clippers fan if the Lakers get Doc Rivers.
Sixers said they're keeping him, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true. If we
Bro,
get any of these
did you guys
goofies,
not see what he said after like the first game? He was like, what did he say?
We're
He
gonna
was
stay with
like,
DeAndre
he was like DeAndre Jordan can average 20 and 10.
did he say that?
I think so.
No. DeAndre Jordan said that he can average 20 and 10 on any other team.
Oh,
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that was because I sent you
Yeah.
that post.
yeah, I saw him in the Lakers actually because in his last game as a Laker, he threw the ball about 50 feet above his teammate's head
Bro,
and it probably killed a fan.
Doc Rivers seriously thought we were back in like 2014 starting fucking
He
DeAndre
had
Jordan.
to really start Paul Reed.
Hey, but I
Yeah,
hate.
I'd rather start Paul Reed.
Yeah, I would rather start Paul Reed. Paul Reed's a hooper. He's really good. But I hate to be the fan of the team that did it, but I told y'all about the Sixers. Since the trade was rumored for James Harden, bro, I was on the podcast telling up how they shouldn't have given up Seth Curry. And that came back to bite him because we were leaving George Niang wide open and he wasn't doing anything. So
If they
I don't know
shot-
why George Niang became like the greatest three-point shooter of all time
Against
versus the
Raptors.
Raptors, and then he just fell off.
And Danny Green.
there are certain guys who have like they shoot 40%, but it's a fake 40%.
No, Niang in the Raptors series was shooting. It felt like he was shooting 67%, bro.
That's such an
Dude,
odd
he
number.
did not miss a single
It's 'cause it's
three where he
The
67%.
hit
pressure gets to you, bro. Sometimes.
Bro, all you have to do is shoot the ball, bro. What kind of pressure is it? It's not like you're handling the ball. You catch it, you shoot it, bro. Don't think about it. Like sorry.
No, but you think about it when it's a game 6 and your season's on the line.
And like that's false because against the who was the Celtics and Bucks series, Grayson Allen was literally playing with fear, bro.
Oh,
he was-
sucked.
Bro, he had so many open shots that he turned down for layups because he was missing so many threes.
Yeah, they should have played Pat Connaughton over him. And like not played Brook Lopez at all in that entire season. I just fucking hate Brook Lopez. He ruined the future GOAT's fucking resume, bro.
All right.
All right.
Anyways,
Getting to the prediction, Celtics versus Heat.
y'all want to get to predictions for this season?
Yeah, I'll go Bucks. I've been texting David. So like I hate the Celtics, but I also hate the Heat. So I don't fuck it. I'll go with the Celtics.
Oh
Just-
my goodness.
just because I think they're better than the Heat. All right.
Celtics, how many games?
7.
Okay.
Because I don't think the Heat are like that bad that they're gonna lose in less than 7. Like they're gonna lose. Yeah, I'm hoping for 7. I want it to be entertaining. I don't really care who makes it. Both these teams, if either of them makes it, it's gonna piss me off. But like, I just want an entertaining series out of it. So yeah, I'll pick Celtics in 7, and Tatum gets the shitty Eastern Conference bullshit award.
Do you have the Mavs beating whoever wins the series?
Mavs Celtics would be really nice. Oh, bro, there's only one team in the Final Four that I'd actually like enjoy seeing win. So like, yeah, I'd pick them to win.
Okay, so I don't know. I hope everyone picks Celtics here.
Should I go first? Because like you guys are both.
I know
Heat
DB's picking the
fans.
Celtics. I know he's picking the Celtics.
Oh,
No,
so-
it's
we were
really
talking
hard
about the
because
Heat.
Jimmy Butler this playoffs has probably been, other than Luca, the number one performer. Other
Facts.
than Luca, I like Jimmy Butler's been unreal, but the Heat, I'm pretty sure, are without Lowry for probably at least the first 2 games minimum.
No, just
Lowry's
no,
a fucking bum.
no, just game one. Just game one.
But
He's a
he has.
bum.
They said that he hasn't practiced at all yet since the injury. So will he
Jimmy
play game
Bum.
2?
Jimmy said that he's very close to returning for game 2.
Okay, so
Lowry's
I-
a bum, bro.
no, he's still very important to the team,
He's a bum.
and I don't know because
Yeah, you do
before the
know.
playoff started, I was pretty high on the Heat, but then
They're
the Celtics came in kind of surprised me. I had them beating both Bucks and Nets, but they still kind of surprised me how good they were. So I will pick Celtics in 7, but it's really close. It could go either way in 7 games, but I think it'll go 7 no matter what.
Go ahead, Suhas.
I will. I predicted this conference finals from the start of the playoffs. And Tejas knows I've been supporting the Celtics because like I literally told him that when they traded Kemba Walker that the less is more theory will work because Tatum and Brown, there weren't people like talking about how they had to do this many things and they would like have the pressure off of them. But I do think that the Heat shooting is a lot better than the Bucks and the Nets as we led the NBA in 3-point percentage. So those like threes that the Bucks are missing, I think the Heat will knock down. You're gonna get some guys like Strus who are motivated by playing with the Celtics, and how the Celtics cut him. So he will have a big series in my opinion. And I think that the X factor is Oladipo because he hasn't played in any of the Celtics.
Oladipo
versus-
sucks, bro.
Okay, well that tells me that Darian has not watched a single Heat game in the playoffs. But
He plays garbage minutes.
yeah, like I said, that tells me that Darian has not watched a single Heat game. But I'm gonna go with Heat in 7. I wanted to say 6, but I don't want to disrespect the Celtics because I think that saying 6 would be like it was the same level as the Sixers. So I'm gonna say 7 games and I'm gonna say Heat in 7.
Do you think that Oladipo's been good? Because I'm like looking at the game log since I don't watch Heat games, and these aren't like good stats.
His impact, you can clearly see his impact though.
To me,
Suhas.
these are stats of a player who's playing garbage time when his team's blowing the other team out, and even then, it's not great.
He's been one of the best defenders on the court when he's played, and then because he's always been a defender, he's never lost that. And then number 2 is that he gives a dynamic. We don't have that many guys who can get to the rim, like slash to the rim at will. And Oladipo's been a slasher his whole career, so he opens up so many areas for the shooters because of his like how he can get to the rim. So I know like he,
Sorry.
yeah, no, because I think it's him and it's because I think the Heat are deeper than the Celtics, and I think Taters will agree. Like I think the Celtics have probably like more like star power in their starting lineup, but I think that the Heat's bench is a lot better. Like I think I'm not a Derek White guy. I don't know if Tatus is. I'm a Pritchard fan. I don't know how much he's gonna play.
I think the X factor has to be Bam if they want to win. Because if Bam is Robert Williams out for game 1? Oh no, he's playing game 1.
Did you not see what I sent?
Yeah,
in the
you
chat
did. Yeah. I remember. But Bam has to be like really good. Like I know he's able, but he hasn't like consistently shown.
Bam, the reason why I think Bam will be good is because he doesn't have to worry about like guarding a elite level center on the other end like he did with Embiid. And like I think like Horford and Rob Williams are obviously not as good offensively. Bam killed the Celtics in the bubble, but I think a lot of that was because Tice was on him. I don't think Tice will play that much. I think it's going to be Heat in 7. I think the shooting is going to be too much for the Celtics. They have a lot of really good defenders, but I think it's going to be the shooting and it's going to be Eric Spoelstra throwing out the zone because even though Grant Williams shot so well from 3, I still think that the idea is going to take to take the ball out of Tatum's hands. But Tatum, did he give you a pick?
Oh yeah, my bad. You were lagging out a little bit. But I'm going with Celtics in 6. This is our year. This is our year. And the reason why we're gonna win this year is because we don't have the mismatches like we did in the bubble. Kemba Walker was our mismatch in the bubble because Butler just torched him on the defensive side of the ball. There's no one for Butler to torch on our starting lineup. And Bam is not going against Tice. He's going against Al Horford, who steady Al has been so good this playoffs on the defensive side of the ball. We saw it firsthand against Giannis. He did a very solid job against Giannis, and Darian doesn't want to admit it, but he did. Rob Williams will be back fully healthy, and that means no more Tice minutes, which I'm kind of glad because Tice kind of scares me. Tice kind of scares me. And I think PJ Tucker will get the first assignment on Tatum for sure. I think
it'll be
he will
Tucker,
probably get
Tucker on Tatum.
It'll be Tucker on Tatum. And I assume Butler gets Brown. So it's going to be up to guys like Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, and Al Horford. We're going to have to come in and play well because we know Tatum and Brown are going to get theirs. But it's going to be up to the role players to, dominate down the stretch. And I think the Celtics can. They're just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. The Heat do play physical defense. And I would highly suggest as a bettor to pick the under in every single one of every single game, 90s, the 80s, for a fact. Forward to this series, but it's just the Celtics here, Suhas. It is just our year. I'm optimistic about a team in my life. This is our year. This is our year, and I feel like Tatum will lead us to the promise. So he's already beaten the arguably 2 best offensive skill players. Yeah, you just
Is that it?
Oh shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I think Tatum realizes that this is his year to sit at the table of the elites. He deserves to be there, and his name deserves to be in the conversation. He's going to show why.
What conversation?
Of the top 10 players in the league. I think if he wins the title this year, Darian, there's a very good argument for him to be top 5.
No. If he wins the title, he is top 5. It's just like how it goes.
Okay.
He has to win Finals MVP though.
I think he will though.
He has to deserve it. Then he'll be top 5.
I will say that I know the Bucks and the Nets had the 2 like superior stars than Jimmy, but the Heat have a much better coach than both of those teams. They have much.
I actually agree. Yeah, Spoelstra is really good. His in-game adjustments are really, really good.
They have.
But I think Udoka's up for the shot.
They have a better defense than both of those teams. They have a better shooting than both of those teams, and I think they'll be the most balanced team that the Celtics face. Balanced.
No, if Middleton was there, that's like a whole new dimension to the Bucks because they play so much different with Middleton, and they have their closer, and it's like a guy who can play on all 3 levels offensively. And he's a good
The
defender.
Heat's game plan will be to let Marcus Smart. It always has been let Marcus Smart shoot as many threes as he wants.
Because he sucks on offense, bro. Holy shit.
Okay, 21, 5, and 7 in a game 6 elimination road game with 0 turnovers. Yep, he definitely sucks on
He had
offense.
11 points in game 7. And he had 9 points.
Okay, but he had 10
Game three.
assists. He had 10 assists.
Bro, he's your primary playmaker. Having 10 assists in only one game of the series. Like, okay, Giannis.
in a game 7? Game 7.
Bro, Giannis had like 9 assists, and he's not even the point guard.
Because he's the primary playmaker for the Bucks.
Let's see how many Drew had.
Oh, what
Drew.
Marcus? We don't know what Marcus Smart we're gonna
Drew
get
had 8.
because the thing about Marcus Smart is in 2020 he was shooting them out of some games, and I remember him and Jaylen Brown were throwing chairs at each other in the locker room because of that. I vividly remember that from that. I think that was after game 4, like after Tyler.
No,
Hero
it was
had
game
37.
2. It was game 2.
Oh yeah, game 2. But it always has been let Marcus Smart chuck up as many threes as he wants, and if they
He's
go
not going
in,
to do that. He's not going to do this series. He's not. There's
He's
just
open, he
no
has
way.
if he's left
No,
open,
they won't. The Celtics won't let him do that because he's developed. He doesn't do that anymore. Marcus Smart doesn't just break up threes anymore. He only takes the catch and shoots now these days. I
but
don't know if you guys have been watching.
you're gonna have either Gabe or Kyle on Marcus, and then you'll have Strus guarding Grant Williams, and then you'll have Bam on the center, obviously. I still
Bruce on Robert Williams is going to start.
no. I think Grant Williams will start.
No, Robert Williams will start.
You think so? Because I think that Grant, like, you think they're gonna go away from that successful, especially after he had 27.
I still think Robert Williams starts.
Okay, if Robert Williams starts, then Strus will be on Al Horford, and then you'll have Bam on Rob.
What the fuck? Al Horford's gonna cook that guy. Al
Dude,
Horford's a slow motherfucker too.
Horford can beat us if he wants to, bro. I'm not. If Al Horford beats us in a game, then that's hats off to him. But the Heat's game plan is always going to be taking out the primary scorers, and you're going to have Butler on Brown and Tucker on Tatum, and then
I do want to mention, Suhas, PJ Tucker did a very good job last year against KD, but KD still scored 35 plus a game.
Okay, well, Tatum isn't KD. Like,
Tatum is not KD, but I wouldn't still be surprised.
I think you're gonna see PJ Tucker has been picking up guys 94 feet the whole playoffs. You're gonna see that against Tatum. Like he's gonna like PJ Tucker is not just a very good physical defender. He's also an irritant. So like he can also get people under people's skin. So like
nobody gets under Tatum's skin.
No,
He's
you
so
can.
cool,
You can.
like,
You can't get under KD's skin. You can definitely get under Tatum's skin.
no, but the thing about Tatum is that if he starts getting frustrated, he might just start chucking up shots, right?
And he also takes really stupid fouls when he's bro, he's still young. Like that's not gonna happen to you. Like PJ Tucker like couldn't like that, even though like he still did, but like it's gonna be a lot easier with Tatum to frustrate.
The thing is Tatum doesn't take the ball up the floor though. It's Marcus Smart or Al Horford.
That's what the Heat want. They don't want Tatum to be bringing the ball up.
That's what I'm really scared of. I think if the Heat just prevent Tatum from catching the ball, that's the game. Really disrupt the Celtics offense.
It's gonna be a lot of like 2-2-1 zones, 2-3 zones. Like I'm telling you,
I think the Celtics can exploit the zone. They've worked on this during the entire season, and I know for a fact
the zone.
I know Spoelstra is going to throw out that zone. I know it's going to happen.
But to bust the zone, you need consistent shooting as well.
Yeah, I don't think you can play two bigs in a if you want to break a zone.
Well, then you throw Grant Williams in there.
Yeah, and
they throw the zone.
Yeah, but he's their best shooter.
Yeah. We'll see. I am really excited for tomorrow. Like I am really excited to watch game 1. I don't know if the Celtics. I think here's what I think happens, Suhas. I think the Celtics. I think it's 1-1 split in Miami, and then I think the Celtics win game 3. I think the Celtics steal game 5 and close it out. That's just what I think.
We'll see. I still think I think that the Heat will take the series. I was hoping we got Milwaukee. I wanted revenge on Milwaukee. I'm not gonna lie, but
it would have been fun if Middleton was out.
Middleton would have played probably.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Very unlucky for the Bucks.
You thought they would have beaten the Celtics with Middleton?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. We'll
They
see.
lost in 7
It's
without
an if.
him.
It's an if question now. So
That's their closer. So as you know, that's their closer.
Yeah, that is their closer, but the Celtics were like crazy.
He's their 3 level. Yeah, and what 7? He's their 3 levels of scoring right now.
Middleton doesn't prevent the Bucks from leaving them open like 55 times.
But he also like is offense, consistent offense, and a closer that they don't have. Like Drew Holiday was their closer.
Yeah,
So- Drew Holiday's pretty good though.
yeah, he is. But it's gonna be a fun series. Starts tomorrow. Draft lottery is also tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure isn't that right before the game?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right before the game. We'll see, man. I hope the Pelicans get the number 1 pick, bro. That'll just show another reason why the Lakers are poverty. But
That's funny.
you think the Lakers lost the trade?
Fuck no, they got a championship out of it.
You just said the bubble doesn't count.
What? When the fuck did I say the bubble doesn't count? I said the Heat were bubble guppies, bro.
They clearly weren't. We're in the conference finals, but
It took 2 years.
about the Lakers who fell off a cliff.
The Lakers dealt with injuries. Listen, the Heat played the exact same team they beat in the bubble and got fucking raped.
We didn't play the exact same team. They
Sorry,
added Drew Holiday and PJ Tucker.
I meant like I meant like the team. They played the same team, and they got
Okay.
fucking. Did they get swept?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. You're probably like fucking like lose sleep over that still.
I don't really care about that series, bro. Like the Bucks are like kind of ass right now, so like, who cares? But
But championship. Like how many championships do the Heat have since LeBron left? Like 0. But like how many do the Bucks have in the last 2 years? Like 1. That's the kind of poverty. Listen,
I'm very surprised that a Lakers fan is picking the Celtics.
I have to because I hate the Heat too. It's not even like a hate thing. I hate both teams. It's like at some point like I have to actually be like correct. Like I can't just keep taking L's. So
Yeah, at least you know that you're taking L's all the time.
No, I mean playing out 6 for 6, wasn't I? Okay, so I want you to say one thing. Like, is AD a superstar? Okay, AD or Tatum? Like, tell me.
Right now, Tatum, because he's playing amazing. But if I just need to see how AD comes back from his injury, because if AD comes back like prime AD from his injury, then I think he's better. But
what if AD comes back like how he fucking bitched Embiid earlier in the season?
But yeah, how long is he gonna come back for, bro?
The entire season, because this guy's about to win Finals MVP. I say this every year.
I just think the defensive, like I know Tatum's improved on defense, but I think AD's like a top 3 defender. So if he comes back in his like prime AD version, then yeah, I'll say AD. But like right now,
close.
But right now it's Tatum, and it's like.
But AD's a superstar.
But no one gives a fuck about AD, bro. No one cares about AD.
AD or Embiid.
Embiid just was an MVP candidate, so Embiid.
No, but we both know AD's better.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the video there. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see y'all later as always. Peace.